The Eastburn family tragedy began in Fayetteville, North Carolina, in May of 1985. On May 7th, 27-year-old Army Sergeant Timothy Hennis visited the Eastburn home after responding to an ad in a local military newspaper. Katie Eastburn, whose husband, Captain Gary Eastburn, was away on training, was trying to find a new home for their English setter, Dixie, before the family moved to England. Living in the house were Katie and her 3 daughters, 5-year-old Kara, 3-year-old Erin, and 22-month-old Jana. Hennis arrived that evening at 367 Summerhill Road, picked up the dog, and then returned to his own home, where his wife Angela and their infant daughter waited. But what happened just 2 days later would become one of North Carolina's most disturbing murder cases. On May 12th, neighbors called police after noticing newspapers piling up and no activity at the Eastburn home for days. When officers arrived, they saw a small child crying through a window. They forced their way inside and immediately encountered the unmistakable smell of death. Inside the bedrooms were the bodies of Katie and her 2 oldest daughters. 31-year-old Katie had been assaulted and stabbed repeatedly. Her wrists showed signs of being tied. Kara was discovered under a blood-soaked blanket, stabbed in the chest. Erin had been bludgeoned and stabbed in both the chest and back. All 3 had died from multiple deep stab wounds, including fatal cuts to the throat. Miraculously, the youngest child, 22-month-old Jana, was still alive in her crib. She was exhausted, dehydrated, and had been alone for several days, but she survived. Investigators quickly focused on Timothy Hennis. His appearance matched the description given by a witness who saw a man leaving the Eastburn home early on May 10th. Authorities also linked him to the use of Katie Eastburn's ATM card shortly after the murders. Hennis was arrested, convicted, and sentenced to death in 1986. But his conviction was overturned in 1988, and at a retrial in 1989, he was acquitted. He returned to military service and built a normal life, until advances in DNA testing changed everything. In the mid-2000s, new forensic technology identified Hennis's DNA in evidence recovered from Katie's body. Because he was a former soldier, the Army recalled him to active duty so they could court-martial him, a different legal jurisdiction, meaning double jeopardy did not apply. During his 3rd trial, a military jury convicted Hennis of 3 counts of premeditated murder. He was sentenced to death once again, closing one of the most extraordinary legal journeys in American criminal history. For more stories, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.